California, doing an interview with Street Facts. Let's get on with the interview.
Street Facts here with another one. Today I'm delivering something real special for y'all.
I'm Mailman from Carver.
All right, Mailman. Let's start off with a simple question. What was your upbringing like?
My upbringing was cool. I lived on 126th Street, came to the park all the time. Matter of fact, we was the originals, Carvers, not Crips at the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Became Crips later. But
what year about was that growing up for you?
when I got put on, I was 15.
Oh, okay.
When I got on, I was 15. Willie Boy put me on.
And what year?
That
You
was
remember?
in
70s?
78.
78? The gang culture, would you describe it then?
The gang culture
Compared to now?
The gang culture in Compton was like this. Crips didn't kill Crips.
Right.
Blood, Pyrus didn't kill Pyrus.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? So we had a different code. You know what I'm saying? We would fight, but wasn't no killing jumping off like that until later in the game.
I see. Can you elaborate a little bit on what may have led you to prison and for how long?
What led me to prison was murder.
Murder.
Yep. Robbery, murder, conspiracy, lying in wait. Got caught up.
Mm-hmm.
Did 37 years.
In that 37 years, what age did you first actually hit the penitentiary? And was that your first
I hit the
term?
penitentiary at 22.
Mm-hmm. First term or only term?
First term, only term.
22. What year was that you hit prison?
I hit prison in 86.
22 years old?
Yeah.
1986? Can you describe that first year of prison for you?
The first year of prison was like, you had to reinvent yourself. Because when you was on the streets, you can't be in the pen. So I turned myself into a predator. And preyed on predators.
It preyed on predators.
Yeah. Predators don't tell.
Mm-hmm.
So if I have a fight with a motherfucker that's solid, stab him, I ain't got to worry about going to court.
Mm-hmm.
Stab a buster, if you don't kill him, you going to court.
Add charge.
All day.
Now, during your prison stint, how many riots do you imagine you participated in?
4.
4? Were they racial or black on black? Sad to say.
No, they was all racial. We wasn't pushing the black on black. On the yards I was on, always racial.
Can you get in detail about some of those issues, like some of what made them occur?
The last one in 2012, they had a Pyru on the yard from Ludus Port.
At what prison?
At Ironwood State Prison. He made an agreement with the Mexicans about real estate on the yard, and I told him he has to go and do that. We don't make agreement with Mexicans. You understand what I'm saying? He said he wasn't doing nothing. So I told his homies, I said, if y'all don't get him, we gonna have to get him. And in the meantime, the Mexicans and the white boys hooked up to put the move down. So when we came back to the yard at 12 o'clock, it was like 450 of them and 60 of us on the yard. And we handled our business.
Hey.
Police got mad because we didn't get fucked up. Go with it.
How many casualties do you think you've witnessed?
I won't speak on that.
Not a problem. Not a problem. During your 30-something years, 37, where do you see yourself in the hierarchy of the prison politics, as the prison, hierarchy? Are you a so-called shot caller?
I'm gonna put it like this. I'm from the hub and the dub. We don't have no shot callers.
Can you elaborate on hub and dub?
Compton and Watts.
Compton and
That's
Watts.
how the hood is in.
Yeah.
Compton and Watts. And we don't have shot callers. You bring an issue, you push it. You fuck up, you get stabbed.
Prison, state penitentiary. But before that, did you have any juvenile hall offenses, YA offenses? No? Straight prison?
Straight to prison.
Any county jail stints?
Party.
County jail stint?
County jail, you go county jail, no time. Go in for a couple of days, come on. But no time. I went from 0 to 100.
I want to know your exact thoughts the moment they told you about your release after doing so long.
I'll put it like this. I knew I was getting out. And it was just like, how you say, you put yourself in something, you pay for it, and then you go out there and start over again. It's how you say, I understood what I did to myself. It ain't about what nobody else did. I accept responsibility for everything I did and everything I didn't do. But at the same time, like I say, when I go in there to do my time, I did my time for me. And then I did my time for my homies.
During that long stretch of time, sad to say, but did you ever run into any relatives in there?
Nope.
No relatives, close friends?
Nah. Only close friends I had was my homeboys. Niggas I grew up with.
Out of all those years, how much was done in the shoe, the hole, for people that don't know?
Well, the shoe changed over the years. You had the shoe, you had the Crip yard, the blood yard, the BGF yard, and the white boys had their yard. Then you had the integrated yard. And then they took and started putting motherfuckers in cages because motherfuckers was getting stabbed and beat up. So it's changed. Now you in kennels. You go to the yard, you in a kennel. Like a dog. You go to the yard, you in a kennel. They lock you up in a kennel and you
A big kennel by yourself.
Yeah.
It's like you in one of those.
Yeah, you in the cage.
You in one of those. So are you straight Carver Crip during that whole time, or were you ever any time
so you get it?
Introduced into a street prison gang? I mean a prison gang, not street prison.
First of all, prison gangs has paperwork that has a code I can't go by. So that's why I wasn't part of prison gang. I'm straight from where I'm from, no cut. They got niggas doing life in prison that I know right now. One nigga name, I'll say his name because I love the nigga. Crazy Pope from Fire Deuce Broadway. He didn't do what he did. He kept his mouth shut. You understand what I'm saying? But the nigga should have got him out of prison. That's the motherfucker you're supposed to be mad at.
Can you elaborate a little bit on his story? On his story, not.
Well, I can't elaborate on his story. He could do that himself. But I'm just saying.
We love that interview.
He is a person that when you say stand up for what he believed in when he came in the pen, he stood on that.
Have you seen any what you would call a good brother end up going to the SNY yard?
A whole bunch of them.
Different reasons, or?
I'm gonna put it to you like this. A lot of good dudes went to the SNY yards because they was politics. Point blank period. A lot of dudes went to the SNY yard because they got tired of the politics. And the crazy part is that the SNY yard turned harder than the main line. They brought up a new gang called the 2-5. They had the gay gangsters and some other motherfuckers. And they was born in Ironwood State Prison. And you can say what you want to say, but they kill us, they stabbed police, they did everything everybody else did. Matter of fact, they stayed in more trouble than us. That's why they be telling, because they can't stay out of trouble.
You had any altercations yourself with any law enforcement while in there?
Of course.
Could you elaborate on some of those?
Okay, we had an incident where the homie had, was trying to do a cell move, and the police asked him a question and put his hands on him and slammed the homie on the ground and continued to hit him. So when they put us up in the line, time to go in, we rushed the police. I went to the hole for that too. I got kicked out of Lancaster for that. When I was in Ironwood, they had a problem on the yard with the youngsters, where the youngsters was coming into the penitentiary, and most of them were basically having sex with women and not having relationships, right? A lot of them couldn't read or write, didn't have no high school diploma, no GED, or no trade. So what I did is I put myself in the limelight and challenged them to go on to school, get their GEDs and their high school diploma or their college degrees, and I got some backlash, so I went and had some squabbles. I had like 6 squabbles with the homies.
What year was this all occurring?
This happened in 2009.
Okay.
2009. So we sat down and we had a good conversation. I explained to homie why I stood there, because here it is. I will stab a motherfucker for $5 worth of dope for you. I will stab a motherfucker for calling you out your name or disrespecting you on some bullshit. But when it comes down to who you are, the person that's supposed to be a better person, I won't make you do the right thing. I won't stab you for that. So I started getting at niggas like that. If you're not gonna do this, you can't be on the yard. If you can't read, write, get no education, you want to gangbang, you go on the other yard. You want to be on this yard, you want to educate yourself, because one thing that I understood from another OG was this. My name means something. So to have my homies on the yard can't read or write, to go to the street and can't get a job, it's my fault.
And what prison was this all occurring? 270, 180?
That was in level 3 at Ironwood.
Okay.
And then when I went to San Quentin, it was bullshit. Then I went to Pelican Bay. When I went to Pelican Bay, we implemented the same program. And what we did was we made sure we had all the educational programs there so dudes can get dates.
And what year was you at the Bay implementing this program?
In 2017, 2018, 2019. I had a class that taught about diabetes. I had another class that taught about family structure. I had another class that talked about human behavior. I had another class that talked about body language. And we had another class that talked about social issues.
Was this on A-Yard?
No, this was in the old shoe program.
Okay.
They took the old shoe, turned the old shoe into a main line. So you had eight man pods. You live in the cell by yourself, no police. Police being there and they thing, you be in your thing. Doors open at 5 o'clock in the morning, closed at 10 o'clock at night. Phones all day. In that spot, it was set up to fail, and when we seen what was going on, we didn't let the same thing happen to other pens. We didn't have no war over tables. We didn't have no war over the shower. We had a conversation and came to an understanding that if we trying to go home, this is the type of environment we have to live in, because this is the type of environment we have to go home to. And dudes bit into the program. The shot callers there start coming to the programs because they wanted to go home. They seen the benefit in it. But at the same time, to be a good shot caller is not to put yourself first, put your people first, and you always do the right thing no matter what. So if it calls for you getting stabbed, you're gonna get stabbed. If it calls for you not getting stabbed, you're not gonna get stabbed. But you have to play by the rules. You understand what I'm saying? The whole thing is you go to prison uneducated, and prison is a place for repentance for yourself, for you to find yourself at the end of the day once you stand. You understand what I'm saying? The reason they was telling dudes not to go to the 2 yards, because 2 yards were SNY yards. So all the 2 yards are turned into SNY yards. The SNY yard that took over partially most of the CDC, right? So they had to come up with some new rules. So you had to basically sign in and saying that you were programmed with it. And then those who didn't was going back and forth to the hole, and they couldn't do that because the paperwork got filed. You understand what I'm saying? But the whole thing was like I tried to explain to motherfuckers. Most dudes didn't want the SNYs on the yard because a lot of the SNYs were shot callers who were fucked up by the politics. So the Mexican shot callers, that's all over. It's a whole bunch. These dudes over here, though, that they made a bad call, they don't want to see them. So it's like on site, y'all get them. So if you going home tomorrow and the SNY come up right there and you don't do nothing, they gonna do something to you. Okay, the Bloods got a little thing going to where when the SNYs come, they was gonna rush them, and I talked them out of it because I asked you, why would you let them get you twice? The police is sending them here for you to get in trouble. So why would you do the police work, right? And then with us was, we gonna play by the rules. When they hit the yard, as soon as they break a rule, then we gonna fuck them up. Because one thing about a dude who tell all the time, he gonna do something to get in trouble. So I'm not getting it because y'all say he a snitch or because he has some wine. When he came to the yard, he finna cause a riot, so we fucked his ass up. You make it make sense. You understand what I'm saying? Because one thing.
I didn't think he might not want to be on the thing.
Oh, I'm good.
Back to
I'm a
your
little
question.
country, girl.
That's right.
Shit.
It's little country.
I'm a little country, girl. Shit. Free everybody out in the cell, girl.
Now, we just trying, how you say, make motherfuckers get an understanding about why we do what we do.
Oh.
You understand what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be talking about the peace treaty. I need what the peace treaty shit. I need to understand why I'm shooting, fighting, and killing a motherfucker. I'm not doing it for nothing. I'm doing it for something. You understand what I'm saying? Because if it ain't necessary for me to shoot you, I can fight you all day.
What memories can you tell me about do you have still up here at this park right here?
This park right here, I got memories of being on that diving board over there. Jumping in the water and couldn't really swim good. You go straight to the bottom and come up and pedal to the side. But we had a homie here named Moose. He used to stand right there, right? We had another homie named Abba. He used to be right here, and they watched out for the kids. Didn't nobody know what they was doing, but that's what they did all the time. They come up here and make sure we were safe at the park. If something was going down at the park, they'd come clear us out. Let us know, go.
the type of role models that you would consider to look up to and try to emulate?
At the time, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was the big homie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They protected us. We looked up to him. Hell yeah.
Tell me any plans, any investments, any entrepreneur businesses, ideas you may have for yourself in the future. Anything to set yourself on a
Right now,
further
I'm the
path.
CEO of the Rats 2 Inc.
Rats 2 Inc.
We raise money to buy property and put houses on them to give to veterans.
Is it a website or anything I can find that on?
Yes, the Rats 2 Inc.
.com.
.com.
.com. Are you on social media?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, no worries.
Facts is good. No pressure. Great interview. I'll do it anytime. Anybody that see this interview, if they come at you, go with them. They gonna treat you right. Peace.